talked about a creator earlier.
Yeah.
And you said that everything must lead back to a creator. Okay? So you said that nothing can exist without a creator. For any creation, you need a creator.
Yeah, you said that.
So since you said that, you said this, we must trace back all of
No,
the...
we can't be like this.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, assalamu alaikum. Yeah. Take care, it's not you, yeah? Yes, what are you saying?
Okay. So you said earlier, yeah, that all creation must have a creator. Okay?
Or creation. Anything that's created.
Anything that is created
has creator.
creator.
Yeah.
Do we agree with that?
Yes.
So I'm saying earlier you explained that this creator, yeah, is someone who is self-sufficient.
That's correct, yeah.
That's correct. Now my thing is the key word.
Yeah.
You said someone that is self-sufficient.
Yeah.
So how can you know that if there's a creator to all existence, what makes you determine the outcome of that possibility that this is a masculine energy or a masculine being or even a man? How can you know that?
Not a man, firstly. How can I know that? A simple way.
Well, you
because
said it's masculine. You said
yeah,
that.
masculine doesn't mean a man. Because why? In Arabic language, we refer to the moon as a masculine. The moon is not a man or a woman.
So if it's not man or woman, here's the other part of my question.
No
if
problem.
it's not a man or a woman,
yeah.
why do you call Allah he? And he said this and he said that. But you're not saying she.
Yeah,
you don't say she.
That's a good question.
So when we talk about he, we're talking either a person or a creature that is masculine in its nature.
No, the definition is wrong, because we don't accept that definition to begin with. That because we refer to something as he, it must be a creature or a masculine in nature, you know?
Right.
What do you mean by masculine nature? Is it like human being? Man, no. Because we know in the Arabic language, which the Quran was revealed, that we know Allah referred to himself as he. Likewise, not just the Quran, the whole scripture, you know? Like he says, God, he's a jealous God. He's a jealous God, you know? So when we're in Arabic language, referring to God as he does not necessitate or gives implications that he's a man or a woman or not. Okay, so firstly, how do I know God is someone? Why the one that created the universe cannot be a rock? Or maybe it's a nut, or is a chicken. Maybe because easily we can analyze the creation. That's what Allah said in the Quran. The fact that we see there's a wisdom in the creation, there's a power in the creation, the effect of power, the effect of wisdom, logic dictates. If chicken or rock cannot make this phone, which is lesser complicated than its creation, how on earth a rock and a chicken create you and this creation? That's what Allah said in the Quran. He uses logical arguments. Allah said, أم خلقوا من غير شيء أم هم الخالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون. Would they create by nothing? That's the first option. Let us, nothing is not even a thing, let alone to be something else. Okay? Would you already create yourself? That is illogical. Because if you already exist, there's no point to create yourself. And if you are a non-existent, you need something else to bring you into existence. And that cannot be a rock or a chicken or something else.
What must it be?
That's what I'm saying. That's it. It must be the creator, who is Allah, that sent down the revelation and the prophets and messengers to teach us about himself. Because yes, I do. Listen to this. There's two ways to know. Naturally we know, must be creator. But now, is it enough based upon my intellect and natural inclination to know everything about his attributes? Is not enough. Yes, some attributes we can know about him, even though we haven't seen him. For example, I've never seen the person who made the phone. I've never seen the person who made the phone. It's from the unseen. Is it from the unseen? Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Don't pay attention to this. It's from the unseen, correct?
Yeah.
But I can tell you, the one who made the phone, he had ability.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
I believe that.
Yeah. Do you know that?
I wouldn't say the one.
Do you know?
Because the reason why I'm not going to wholly agree with you is because you said he, you said himself.
Before we go to this term, before we go to that, no, before we go to that term, do you accept that the one who made the phone, do you accept this phone cannot be made by a child?
I do not believe there's sufficient evidence that is made by a man, woman, adult or child.
Phone.
Yeah, the phone.
It's not made by a man.
This is definitely made by men and machines.
That's what I'm telling you about the phone. The phone is impossible for the phone that was made. The person that made the phone was a rock.
Okay.
Is it possible that rock made it?
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's not a rock.
That made it, right.
It's not a child.
Potentially not a child.
It's not, even though you haven't seen it. You know why? Because analyzing the phone, the item, you can come to know with certainty the man who made the phone or the person that made the phone must have ability. Why? Why must have ability?
Can you explain it?
Because if I'm completely paralyzed, can I make a phone?
Probably not.
No, not probably. Can I make a phone?
I would say, do you know what? You probably still can, because when you look at it, although these things are man-made, obviously we live in an age of information, of artificial intelligence, etc. So now it's not men solely or completely themselves that are making these items, the TVs, the phones. This is machines doing this now.
Who made the machines?
Yeah, who made the machines? That have programmed these machines.
No problem.
I accept that men have programmed these machines.
The one who made is it possible for the person that made the machine doesn't have ability?
The person would have ability as well.
Are you certain?
Yeah, that person would have to have a certain level of intelligence.
Okay. Level of intelligence. Likewise, you have to have knowledge prior. Right. You see, that is a small phone, bro. What about your own creation? What about the universe? You know. But now you keep sticking to why we call him he. Right. So we accept there's a creator. You know.
I'm going to interject now.
No problem. Yeah, no problem.
Right. The reason why I say
just go on.
It's very difficult to accept that it's a he is because when we think of anything or anyone that is a he, any creation that is a he, naturally will urinate and will eat and will sleep. Okay? Will go to bed and wake up. They will go to the toilet. This is what people or beings that hold the title as a he will do. Why is it then, if this God, this creator, is so self-sufficient in all ways that it needs to limit itself? Because the same way we talked about a rock or a phone, okay? So if the creator is so powerful and is so omnipotent, as you explained, is the creator not being limited by men? We are limiting this creator by calling this a creator a he. We can comparing the creator to ourselves because men rule this world. So who is to say that, for example, the creator could not be feminine? Yet alone, you said that the creator is masculine. Okay, finish. Why can't the creator be a she? That's one thing. Okay. Separate from that. Before I have to respond to that. A two-part question. Separate from that. So that's one thing. I want you to consider why can it not be a she? Okay. Because women too can create things. Okay. Women too can make phones and all these man-made things. Okay. Women also give birth to other men. Correct. Men do not give birth. These are things to consider when we're talking about the nature. Okay. And the characteristics of this creator, he and she. Consider that. Okay. Also, scientifically, when we're dealing with the universe, the rock and the phone, what we can compare about the rock, the phone, and the man is that when you trace these three things back to its origin, to the very source, to the very fabric of this universe, it will boil down and be refined to energy. Okay. So energy in itself, just like Albert Einstein and other great scientists, Nikola Tesla and other people, that they have come to a consensus within science that energy cannot be destroyed. Now, this is a scientific... Cannot be created or destroyed. Bear with me, yeah. Baba, you've been speaking for a long time, you know? That's fine. You spoke for long time. No, he doesn't believe you. Sorry about that, man. There you go, wrong person, Akhi. He's not right. So, my thing being... Okay, go on, carry on. So, that a scientific fact being that energy cannot be destroyed. Created or destroyed. Cannot be created or destroyed. Okay. Therefore, one thing you can know about energy is that energy itself is self-sufficient. Energy itself has no beginning, has no middle, and has no end. Okay. It is formless.
Okay.
It is also omnipotent and pure in all ways. Because what do the rock, the phone, and the man, the he,
No, you're preaching,
or the
you know.
she, have in general?
You mentioned one point, so you
That's
finished.
fine. I want you to, yeah, please
Okay,
explain to me.
firstly, the point you dealt with, I'll allow you to speak for long. Firstly, you said that what we know about he is a person that urinates. When you refer to something as he, that urinate, eat, and sleep. According to your knowledge, because in the Arab world, in the Hebrew world, we don't believe that. They don't believe that if you refer to something as he, therefore he has to go to a bathroom. The proof of that, I believe you're not listening to me correctly, or very well. I already mentioned in the Arabic language, we refer to the moon as he. Does the moon urinate? Does the moon sleep? Does the moon go to bed? Does the moon eat? None of that, you know? So for you you made many fallacies in your speech. I'm going to break it down for you. I've already stated, okay? What are you doing? You jump in the gaps. Firstly, we have to accept there is a creator. Now, is it he or she? Should we refer to him as he or she? That will come after. When you look to the revelation that mankind received from this creator, he referred to himself as he. Never referred to himself as she. Firstly, okay? That's we have to understand that. So when we refer to Allah as he, not because I came to conclusion based upon my understanding, he's he. No, because upon scripture that I can establish with a logical way, tangible proofs that with certainty came from the creator. Okay? That's first thing. Second thing that you are I thought you start speaking about energy. Before that energy starts speaking about something else. What was the second thing, if you don't remind me?
Energy, and we talked about she. So basically,
we already dealt with it.
Yeah,
and
the other one was energy. Energy cannot be destroyed.
Okay.
It has no beginning, has no middle, has no end. Just like the way that you describe Allah.
That's not true. Why? Because this argument, this theory of energy cannot be destroyed or cannot be created is not absolute. It was a theory speaking about if you bring like a pot, you know, the metal one, and you put imagine you're cooking food, yeah, and you have what do you call it, a pot. So you close it very well. There's no smoke coming out. There's no what? Smoke coming out, okay? Which is the particles. Now the smoke is the energy, and there's nothing coming out. There's energy. The energy is not coming out. Not this in a closed system. That many people are misusing this thing. They apply it to everything. Even though scientists said it, they apply to specific situation. Okay.
They never mentioned about.
That's why you have to check. It is. Firstly, also, okay, in a closed system, yeah. Also, other thing, the physicists define energy as what? If you look at the physics works, that the energy cannot exist by itself. It has to exist in something else. Correct? It has to exist in something else. You understand? So now when you say energy created, firstly, energy has to exist in something else. Another physicists say energy means ability to do work. It's an attribute. You have energy, I have energy. You understand? Ability to do work. And that's what we say. The creator or create the universe has to have ability. Therefore, energy by itself cannot create, because for a fact we know energy does not exist by itself. So to say energy create the universe doesn't make any sense. Illogical, irrational, and doesn't mean because it shares the same items or the same particles, or we go back to the same thing. That proves my point. Allah said we create everything from dust and from smoke. So if they share the same thing, doesn't go against my belief. Doesn't go against.
Back to atoms.
Yes, the atoms, because Allah already mentioned.
Many atoms we do not see.
Yeah, understand that. That energy. Sorry.
Atoms as well?
No.
Would this creator that you pray to, would that not also trace back to being atoms?
No, we don't say that, because wait.
Wait. Atoms.
No, wait.
But atoms you also do not see.
No, wait.
There's many around us right now.
Wait. Are you this bottle does have energy?
Of course.
Are you telling me is a logical, rational to say this bottle can send to human being and speak language, English and Arabic?
It doesn't have to be energy.
No, wait. You say energy can create, okay? So what creates? No, that is, as I said, in a closed system. There's many ways. It's not absolute. My point here is, to say energy creates, I can prove that doesn't make any sense. First, the energy doesn't exist by itself. You have to be embodied in something else. You see, you have energy. You have energy is not enough for you to do something. You have to have something else. Energy means ability. You have to have a power, okay? My point here is, This have energy. Are you say it's logical for this to have energy can create human being?
No, I know that, but I can't create a human being.
Why?
What do you mean? Because it's not the same components. It doesn't have the
But
same
has energy.
particles.
But has energy.
It doesn't contain the same particles. For example,
Which-
a dog is not a man. We understand that. A tree is not a dog.
Okay.
The bottle is not the.
Is it logical to say a tree can create human being?
I mean, again, the tree is one thing. These are.
But has energy that you claim? No,
is when
no.
you
Stick to your
claim-
point. Stick to your point.
Hello?
You claim. No, sorry. Let me quick.
Okay.
You stick to your claim. You say energy creates, and I've already demonstrated to you energy doesn't exist by itself. It's a nonsense thing. And for the sake of argument, energy exists in everything. Do you accept that?
What was that?
Energy exists in everything.
Yes.
You are saying that, okay? Okay. You can't give that. You can't say definitely because there's other things which we don't know about. Okay? So you can't say. Do you know everything about the universe?
No, but I mean, just give me an example.
No, but I'm saying, do you know everything about the universe?
Me personally, no.
So you cannot say everything has energy.
Right, exactly.
So that's okay. Now, for the sake of argument, this has energy. A dog has energy. A child has energy. Are they able to create human being?
Can who or what create a human being?
Dog has energy.
Yeah.
Tree has energy.
Child has energy.
The phone has energy.
Yes.
Child can create human being.
The child.
Can you create human being? The child,
Yes, of course. There's children that have children.
the age of 2 years old.
Maybe not the age of 2 years old.
cannot-
That's not been possible.
Yeah.
But we have to define what child is.
No, I'm saying-
in most places around this
I'm
world,
just giving
child
you-
can be under the age of 16.
child there.
A child can be 13 years old.
No problem.
Child can be 10 years old.
Okay, no problem. So a child can give a life to human being.
Of course, that's what we do. That's
So, okay.
I mean, first of all, Muhammad in the Bible.
No, before, no,
Okay?
before,
And you're talking
step by
about-
step.
Khadija,
Yeah, Chris, go.
being
No,
13
but
years old.
he knows I'm coming to.
Khadija,
Please go off.
how old
No,
was
no,
Khadija?
before we go to that,
How old
brother.
was Khadija?
Before we
Was she
go.
not 13 years old?
No, that's
She was a child.
brother.
Did she not give life to
Right,
every
you
human
see,
being? These
that's
are
a sign
the
of,
things you have to ask
the
yourself.
sign of your,
So,
brother.
let's
We were
be
listening to
fair.
each other.
Yeah?
No,
All
listen
these
to me.
prophets in the
You have to
Bible.
let me to finish.
Okay.
Even,
Many of
I want to
them
go
have
back.
been children.
Yeah, brother, yes, doing. No problem. No, brother, no, I have to finish. No.
Can a child create a human being? Of
No,
course.
I said, can they give a life? Even child that is 15, 17.
Yes, they have energy. They have the energy
To give a life.
do that.
To
Yes.
give a life.
To produce life. Yes.
Okay, if I have the ability to give life,
Right.
can I do that all the time? Because I have the ability.
It depends. It depends.
So I don't have the ability to give life then.
But naturally speaking, yes, humans have energy in them.
My
to
question,
to
look.
produce and to create more.
No, my question was good to you. Look, bro, stick
Themselves.
one point.
You have to use your energy
Okay.
in order to have a baby.
No, you cannot just use your energy.
Of course you do.
No, you have
The
to.
energy leaves your body during sexual
Brother.
intercourse.
Brother.
Energy leaves your body.
I understand.
Energy is also produced within the body from the things
missing
that
the
you
point.
eat, from
Bro-
the rest that you have.
You
from
just,
the
bro,
water
you, I know
that
it.
drink.
Brother, I'm gonna. Bro. Can we give a life?
What do you mean?
We have energy. Can we give a life to human being?
Yes, I don't understand.
Okay, how come when you die, your mother cry for you? Why can't she give you life even though she has energy?
Because that's a different process.
Whoa. You
Okay,
said they
it's a
have
different-
energy.
it's a different
No. If I have a key to turn on any car, then I said, I have a key. And I can turn on any car. Meaning any car because the key is the key. If you say energy give life, I just prove to your mother has energy, you are dead in front of her, and she can give you life. Therefore, your argument is being demolished out of our respect.
I find that as semantics. The reason why I find that
Semantics.
that's like saying we know that for closed spaces, being a door, a gate, a car, etc. Okay, these things have locks. Okay, now what opens up locks? Keys open up locks.
Okay.
If I give you my car keys, I do not expect you to get access into my house. But yet, at the end of the day, you still have a key.
But the key doesn't.
Can this key open up everything? Of course not. So you have to be very specific. You have to be very specific.
No, my point was, you said energy give life. I asked you many questions. No, I've asked you. You're changing.
You said you made your points.
Okay.
So I'm saying to you.
Huh? Yeah. He said Arabic stubborn.
In your example, yeah.
I respect,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
stubborn.
Of course, I understand you're saying somebody gets shot down on the floor. If we can produce and we can give life, why didn't that person bring life or give?
No, I didn't say that. Don't mean no. I'm saying that you said. Everyone is watching. You said clearly.
Let's go.
Energy give life, and I ask you. You said yes. Your mother can give you life because she has energy. So she can give you life because the only way. Wait. She can give a life. Why? Because she has energy. Now when you die in front of her, she has energy. Correct? Why she cannot give you life? what restricted that energy to not give you life?
Because the body.
Yeah, of course, that's it. He doesn't want to say that because your mother is just a means. Someone else gave you life.
Okay, I want to answer you.
It's not the energy that your mother has. Yeah, okay.
Please, can I answer you?
Yeah, of course you can.
Right, okay.
Well, just
So,
the time.
as I said earlier,
class.
okay, as I said earlier, and I want to respect that as well. If you got class to go to.
Yeah,
But I wanna
7:30.
respect
Yeah.
that. But hear this. I already said that there are different processes. We know that dogs can have other dogs. We know that people, men and women can create children. Yes, so in a sense, life can be produced by the creations on this planet, by animals and people, etc.
Not just by creation, not just by creation.
Even though we know that dogs can produce life, because they can have other dogs, men and women can produce life because they can have children. I do not expect, and neither should you expect, and say, oh, we can't give life because that man cannot breed that dog or bring that dog to have life, because there's a process, okay? There's a certain process that must be followed according to science. When you say if women and men can give birth and we can basically that we can produce life.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't believe you can produce life.
Hold on, let me finish.
I just established that. Yes.
So you're saying that because if somebody's on the floor and they're dead, why is that person not giving life into that person? Because the bodily functions of that person has come to an end. The bodily functions of that human being has come to an end.
What caused that?
So the functions of that body, the functions of that body is dead. It is not operating in its normal way that it should do.
What caused that?
It's come to an end.
What caused that?
Like I said, the bodily functions of that body has ceased.
I'm not asking. Okay, this is you just using word. What caused that? What caused that?
Even though that person is dead on the floor, that is still energy on the floor.
So why is not life?
Because it's still a solid.
Why you just refute your point? You said wait. You just
has genes.
You just refute your point. You just refute your point.
When the person dies, answer this one. When the
bro, you have to let me finish.
The brain is still alive in that person.
No problem. Okay. Now you finished. You finished.
Can even be alive for more than 6 hours.
Okay, you finished. You finished. You said what caused
that brain?
Wait. You said what? You said what caused life is energy. You just refute yourself. You said the person who is dead has energy, but he's dead. So therefore, energy doesn't give life.
No, it depends on what sort of energy you're using.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Are you following the right process?
No. I'm going to finish now. So energy, that's what I said. Until now, no, I have to finish.
Okay, go on.
Now the scientists even, they differ concerning what is energy. And they say, some of they translate it as, explain it, energy mean ability to do work, mean power, okay? Power is an attribute, okay? Doesn't exist by itself in the real world. It has to exist in something else. And if something has only power, that is not sufficient to create something else. You understand? Because you need the wisdom. That thing needs wisdom. You need what? You need other attribute which we can see manifesting in the creation. So we Muslims will say, yes, we agree with you. You call it energy. You say energy. We say no. We call it power. Allah has a power, but power is not enough. You have to have other attributes. Like human being has a power to have children, but that's not sufficient for it. I have a power. If I don't move, if I don't have a will, I'm not going to do it. Okay? If I don't use my physical thing, I'm not going to do it. Also, I bring you back to the child. I'm saying my point here is, are you focusing with me? My point is that we don't give a life, we are a means. Someone that gave a life is outside. That's why, for example, if I'm in a room and there is a switch, if I go and turn it on and the light comes on, doesn't mean I made the electricity. I'm just a means. Likewise, your father and your mother are a means for a child to come. That's why sometimes they give a birth to a dead child. Even though they have energy, they cannot give it life. Why? Even though they have both of the energy, that sometimes can create a baby. Because why? Because it's an outside being. The Most High, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Simple life.
But do you know, when somebody dies, there's still energy in that person?
I agree. They do agree. I said.
I still agree. I still believe that there is a force. You understand?
There's a creator.
I believe there's a creator.
So what's happening? Wait, 1 minute. No, 1 minute. No, 1 minute.
Whilst I said there is a creator,
today,
I'll tell you what.
people believe God.
I did with a lot of
today, you know, people believe in God, but it's come.
Guys, I agree with many of your points.
Okay.
Maybe not all. Many are doing. Many are doing.
Which one? Which
Let me
one?
tell you something.
Let's deal.
But what I do want to say, I don't agree that whatever creator there is, it has to be masculine in its nature.
Okay, so let's deal with that. Let's deal with that.
But you're saying that's another point.
No.
That's how this
Look. Bro. What's your name? Brother. I mean, what's your name? I keep saying brother for that. What's your name?
My one, I'm Daniel.
Daniel Shamsi, yeah? Daniel, look.
I've met you before. I've met you before.
Where?
I didn't used to have long hair and all these sort of things. I used to come here. You understand?
Serious?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, no problem, Daniel. How's family? Very good.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So Daniel, look, the problem that you're having, we should not refer to him as he or she. That's the issue, yeah?
Right.
So let us deal with it, because today I had enough. I have respect. Yeah. I was speaking to a guy, he believes in God, then it's debating me there's no God. But he believes there is God. He's just giving me a headache. So let us deal with something, okay? As I said, Daniel, yeah, the reason I refer to Allah as He, firstly, He doesn't necessitate He's a creature, okay? Secondly, because I believe in the Quran, and I know the Quran is a speech of my Creator. Because logically speaking, if I have many children and I don't take care of them, no one will call me a wise man. So the Creator will not create the creation without giving us guidance how to live our life, because everything has a purpose. Okay? So therefore, when the Creator sent down the revelation, He referred to Himself as He. However, He said clearly, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٌ وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْبَصِيرُ. There is nothing like unto Him, and He's the all-hearing, the all-seeing. Even though, Daniel, Allah referred to Himself as a He, but He made it clear, there is nothing like unto Him. This is too much. Allah Akbar, no doubt. By the shouting.
That we had, I think it's very good.
Thank you very much.
Do you
have energy?
You got energy as well. Listen, but this is not the first time we've spoken.
Okay.
Has I made that known? Okay, it's a very long time to remember, and that's why I need to come up to you. Definitely, you're a good speaker. Okay, and that's why I've come here today, because I wanted to meet some very good speakers like yourself. It's good to hear from you.
This call of life universal. Necessity is a life. Very good.
This is going to be seen. We've got 27,000 followers on this guy.
What channel are you?
This is called the Black History UK.
The Black History, Black Power.
Yeah, the Black History UK. This is our name.
Black energy, what energy?
The Black energy.
You're racist, man. You're racist. You don't like what energy?
Yeah.
Daniel, nice talking to you, man. You know, thank you very much. You know, subhanallah, but Daniel, before you go, because we're not debating, we're not speak to people. You know, look, Daniel, you said there's a creator.
Yes, of course.
Okay, have you read the Quran?
Sorry?
Have you read the Quran?
Yes.
Okay, you see how the Quran rationalizes and gives a logical proofs why it's a speech of Allah. Can you remember any verse which you come across that where Allah rationalized, give us a rational proof why this book must be from Him? Can you remember any verse? I'm just asking you if you can remember any verse. If you cannot,
a long time ago, I used to follow Islam.
Yeah.
But I did used to.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah.
Before I was more studied than I am now. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't as wise as the time.
Yeah. So wise? What are you saying? If you follow Islam, you're not wise.
No, definitely. What I am saying is that for those that do follow Islam, you know, if that's what works for a person, if that's what they believe in, I respect anybody that have their beliefs.
No. My question was to you. Look, Daniel. Look. I'm asking you. Can you remember any verse? Because you said you claim you were Muslims before.
Yes.
Can you remember any verse where Allah rationalized, give a rational proof why He's a messenger of Allah? Can we walk this way, please? Because people are shouting here.
Yeah,
okay. Sorry. Come. Because people are shouting.
The wire. Forget the wire.
Come. Salam alaikum. Sorry, I'm speaking to you. Yeah, just here. Sorry about that, Daniel, man. But people were shouting. So can you remember where in the Quran, like, you know, Allah give where Allah rationalized why the Quran must be from Allah, not from human being? Can you remember any verse?
I mean, Shahada itself.
No, Shahada is not verse, Shahada.
Well, when they do, you know, I can't remember what the words were. But
okay, do you know, because I want to see, because what's happening now, because you claim that you're a Muslim before.
Yeah.
So I want to show that you are not Muslim based upon knowledge. Because you made a claim that when you start studying more, you became more wiser, you left Islam.
Yes,
but I'm going to show you the other way around. When you were more ignorant,
Why ignorant?
because why? You don't even know why we believe the Quran speech of Allah. What is the proof? That is not from human being. What was the reason?
At the time I used to I used to believe in Jesus, you know, when I used to believe in Abraham, the Bible, things like this.
How many ركعات سورة الفاتحة?
How many?
ركعات سورة الفاتحة.
What do you mean? Explain.
How many ركعات you pray سورة الفاتحة? How many?
How many times did I pray?
No, سورة الفاتحة. You know سورة الفاتحة?
Like I said, I'm not familiar with the terms. I don't think it was
Okay.
Having prostrations.
Okay. You know Fino prayer? Have you prayed Fino prayer? Have you prayed Fino prayer in Islam?
I'm just going to say it one more time. I'm not familiar with it anymore.
Have you prayed 5 times a day?
I did, yes, I was doing that as well. I
Okay.
was to the mosque, all of these sort of things.
Okay, when we
I was also under Christianity as well.
okay, now listen to this. When we recite, you know when you do this
Yes,
and you recite Ayat Kursi,
yes.
do you know Ayat Kursi?
Like I said,
Why are you laughing? No, I'm just asking him. Ayat Kursi.
there's a lot that I do not remember now.
Okay.
But
No
what's the
problem.
point?
No,
I want to say, what's the point?
No, my point here is that I respect Daniel, yeah? You're still a nice guy, okay? What's happening in our time, when the non-Muslims noticed there's a lot of people accepting Islam in life, everywhere, they start creating stories that I was a Muslim. I'm not saying you, but says I was a Muslim. You, I believe, or I know for sure, you become Muslim based upon ignorance, not knowledge. Because the fact that you don't know why we believe Quran is not the word of human being, it's the word of Allah, and why Prophet Muhammad, even some Muslims do
I
that.
cannot say why.
Yeah, because now when you
I cannot say why. You're
okay,
saying that.
why we believe Prophet Muhammad is the true prophet?
Right. Why do you guys believe?
Yeah, why we believe?
Because you believe that the Quran is one of the messages of God that came from Angel Gabriel. So,
That's not why.
well, that's one of the things. You believe that Muhammad is the last messenger.
Why we believe is the prophet of Allah? What is the proofs? Which proof that when someone gave you da'wah, which proofs gave you to say to you Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet?
Well, at the time,
Yeah, at that time, yeah. No, next year. Of course, at that time, Daniel.
I mean, like I said, at that time, I followed religion anyway. So
Based upon, yeah. So here
I
we
was
can.
brought up in a religious household.
Time as well.
Sorry?
Was you smoking something at that time?
You're smoking, that's why. You didn't become wiser. You know, anyway, what I'm saying, Daniel, look, Daniel, yeah? What's happened in our time, not just you, even some Muslims, when you ask them why Islam is the truth, I'm going to give you this verse in the Quran. This verse is a powerful verse, yes? Daniel, I'm here, I'm not there.
Sorry, I was going to say, you're welcome to debate as well if you want to come in.
No, he's a cameraman. Cameraman, we don't debate.
Proving what?
But you wanted to
Yeah, no, Daniel.
Don't try and get out. Don't try and get out.
Come to the
Yeah,
inside. I'll speak to both of you for one. I'll speak to the both of you at one time.
Daniel, it's not about speaking to two people
That's
same.
what I think.
Daniel, it's not about speaking to people at the same time, because a crackhead can speak to 10 people at the same time. It doesn't mean he's smart, okay? So why I'm saying that, Daniel, of respect, yeah? Because you said when the reason left Islam because you became more wiser, more knowledgeable. But we just established that you were not wiser and you were not more, you were ignorant when you became Muslim. You had no clue why you became, literally. Anyway, the verse in the Quran. There's a verse in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, yeah, if this Quran, if this book, it was from other than Allah, okay, then bring something like it. Bring what? Something like it. In its eloquency, in its legislation. Habibi, you can't be debating and speaking, you know. In its
Okay.
history.
Yeah, one thing with history. What about before the Bible? What about before the Quran? These are books, okay? These are books that have words in them, words that we have written with our hands.
Which books? Give me an example.
Paper. These are books. The Quran is a book.
No, wait. Daniel, again, you're doing something. No, Daniel, you're going off topic. Daniel must stick to my point.
It's not off topic.
No, off topic.
You
Daniel,
answer your question.
No,
You
Daniel.
answer your question,
No,
you answer mine.
But no, Daniel, what I'm saying to you, historically speaking, talk about history. Let's go to history. Historically speaking, for 1,400 years, Prophet Muhammad challenging people that if you believe I'm a false prophet, I'll challenge you. I'll challenge everyone. And we know, amongst the historians, they will tell you, Prophet Muhammad was a smart man. He was an intelligent man. And if someone is smart, intelligent, and is a liar, he's not going to give his enemies something to expose him. If he knows he's lying, But if I'm so confident what I have is from Allah, I will challenge everyone. The Quran has been challenging everyone. Why everyone is silent? Allah has given you what? Something. You claim Islam is not true. You claim Quran is not from Allah. Here, invalidate it. Why you are leaving the challenge and you talk about something else? If I believe you are a false prophet and you challenge me, and I'm trying to do anything to invalidate your claim, I say yes, I'm going to do that. But if I know you are a true prophet, if you challenge me, what I'm going to do, I'm going to divert people away from the challenge, and that's historically what's happening. That's proof of Muhammad is a true prophet.
When you say it's historically happening, what do you mean?
Amongst the non-Muslim historians, they mention that Muhammad existed, the Quran was revealed to him, and Prophet Muhammad challenged people. And it's still a challenge on. And no one, we have enemies from the Christians, from the Jewish, from the atheists, from the nationalists. Wait, let me finish my point.
And you guys also, Islam.
Let me finish my point. Daniel, let me finish my point.
Is one of the messages of God as well.
No, I don't believe that. I believe
many Muslims that.
Let me finish. I believe it contains.
There's imams that will tell you.
No, listen. Imams can tell you whatever they want to do. I'm going to tell you what the Quran tells.
But you're telling me this is
no.
personal experience.
No.
Because there are Muslims that do stand by that. And
Daniel, again, you're going
to. Christian. Okay?
Daniel, now it's about marry a Christian.
This is in your book.
Right, Daniel, listen. You can ask me any question, I'm open.
Because you don't want to hear it.
No, listen, let me finish. My point here is that the challenge is still on. Look, the enemies of someone, what they want to do, they will look for anything to expose him, correct?
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Okay.
Yeah, it's talking ma'ruf. If someone has enemies, what is it? They hate you, they're jealous of you. Okay. Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam had many enemies, and he's telling them, here the Quran, I challenge you. Why his enemies are silent about the Quran? Why they don't want to accept the challenge? You know why? Because they know what he came with is not from a human being, it's from the creator of the heavens and the earth, and that which is between them. And in that revelation, Allah said, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Say Allah, He's the only one. That's why I refer to Allah as His, because I can establish with a logical way, tangible proofs, Quran is the word of Allah.
Okay. I think earlier,
Alhamdulillah.
when we first
Alhamdulillah.
I appreciate that. I respect that.
You respect anything, to be honest. I'm joking, Daniel. No, I'm joking of you.
I'm not going to offend what you believe at the end of the day. That's what you believe. But at the end of the day, when I spoke to you earlier, it was to do with the argument was actually about the gender.
I understand that, yeah.
Of this creator. And I said, why must the gender be a he?
Yeah.
Why must not the gender be a she?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we had that discussion earlier. We had that debate.
Yeah.
Okay? We came to a consensus.
Do you understand why? Do you understand?
And I want to upload this to the page right now. Okay?
Daniel, do you understand why?
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Right, okay, sorry.
No, do you understand why we refer to Allah as He now?
Right. Sorry, this is literally just finished. I'll speak to you now off camera, yeah?
No, do you understand why?
Let me say something to you. Let me finish what I was saying. Yeah?
Go on.
Cool. Right. So
Let you speak.
Yeah. When I spoke to you earlier, that's what the topic was about, isn't it? Yeah. It was about why must this God of yours, why must this creator be a particular gender, and why must the gender be a he? And you say himself, he did this, okay? And it's a him, okay? So my point earlier was saying that why can it not be she? And actually, if the creator is so omnipotent, so neutral in all its ways, okay?
Daniel, you sound like we're going back to the old.
Yeah?
We're going to go back to the same thing
That's
again?
what we started. Now with some of the things that you're saying...
No, before that, do you understand why we refer to Allah as He?
You explained earlier, it's not that necessarily agreed.
No, I didn't say if you agreed or not. Do you understand why we refer to Allah as He?
Not entirely, no.
Okay, I said clearly.
Not entirely.
Look, I said
you
clearly.
You made some good points earlier, but not entirely.
Okay, now let me repeat it to summarize it. The reason we refer to Allah as He, firstly, you said that He always referred to someone goes to the bathroom, eat. And I break it down for you.
Not in all cases.
No problem. So He does not mean that all the time. The reason I refer to Allah as He, because Allah gave us a revelation from Himself, and He explained to us with the tangible proofs, logical proofs, that He's the creator of everything, and He referred to Himself as He. For example, if my father referred to himself as He, what are you going to refer to himself? To him as He. Because my father said to you, I'm he, okay? It's a logical way. You cannot say, no, he is this. Now Allah.
These are names given by men. Do you understand?
No. No.
When you call your father he, you call your father he.
Yeah, but you missed the
What's your
point.
name? Ben.
Mahdi.
Somebody else might have a different name for you. Okay.
So where's the point?
So you might call yourself.
I say Allah.
Somebody will call you father.
Daniel,
My name is Ben.
that's it.
Okay. Well, that's what you would expect. That's what you appreciate. Not in all cases you're going to be called Ben.
No, that's his name.
Okay.
Brother, wait. No. So if he say my name is Mahdi, what are you gonna call him?
You would expect that he's going to be called by his name.
No. I expect.
You would expect.
No, but what is his name? To you, what is his name?
Well, his name is Ben. I know him as Ben.
No, not Ben, brother.
So would you say Ben?
Mahdi.
Mahdi.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I said Ben, yeah.
His name is Mahdi.
Yeah.
Now, logical way of thinking that if you refer to him as a Mahdi, you call him Mahdi. You don't start arguing with someone. He's not a Mahdi because a Mahdi means he's a Mahdi. You're not gonna do that, are you?
Okay, but this is my.
No, are you gonna do that? No. Okay. Allah refers to him as he.
Allow me to say something.
That's it.
I want to say something. I want to say something.
I'm gonna ask, listen.
Right.
My
Okay.
name is Ashram. It means guidance. I am Messiah. Allah wiped my feet. I am Messiah.
Okay. So
I will protect you.
my point
May Allah
is,
help you. May Allah help
when you
you.
have names,
Okay.
when you have names,
Yeah.
names is what we give. Your dog, if your cat, your dog or whatever, even your newborn baby, okay? Even your newborn baby, or even a deaf child, might not call you by that name. We use names so that others can call us by the name that we choose, or by the names that have been given down to us. Even then, names are given down to us, okay? From other people, will give you a name. Your mother called you a name.
Daniel, I respect. We're repeating. No, we're repeating, bro. I mean, there's some people I want to speak to. Allah, I don't come here for entertainment, bro. Wallahi, Mahdi, I have respect. I said, I called you Mahdi now. Sorry. Daniel, I have respect. I've already said to you, Allah, He Himself referred to Himself as He.
How do you know that?
Because I can establish the revelation that we got is from Allah, the creator of everything.
How do you know that?
I just established that to you early on.
Do you have existence?
Oh, just
Do you
say
have
yeah.
proof of the
No,
existence
focus
of
on
Prophet
that.
Do you have proof of existence
Yes.
of the Prophet Muhammad?
Firstly, before you want to talk about that, You're not talking about that. Okay. No.
There's a few points.
No problem. Look, as long as you move to another point, because why you just argue. Okay. Do I have tangible proof that Prophet Muhammad exists? Yes, I'm proof. I'm his offspring.
Okay, how? Have you met him?
Wait. Have you met your granddad? Or your great-granddad?
No, but I definitely know that I have that because it could be from pictures, okay?
How do you know it's not fake?
Sorry?
Maybe it's a fake picture.
No, it's not a fake picture.
How do you know?
Because I got my family to verify that.
No.
So I can still go to family members.
No. Daniel, your great-grandfather. There was no pictures back then.
Okay.
There was no pictures.
So what actual proof do you have?
I just told you, I'm an actual proof Prophet Muhammad exists.
And how?
I'm his offspring. I'm from the family of Prophet Muhammad. Look. I'm Shamsi, son of Sa'id, son of Muhammad, son of Abdul Qadir, son of Bu'azza, son of Ahmed, son of Safi. Yours, amazing. I know 7 forefathers. You know, this Safi came from a tribe called Sayyid. Okay, in our culture, every generation we have to have a family that memorize our tree family. Okay, so our lineage goes back to Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. You understand? So my grandfather, I spoke to him. Not my grandfather. I spoke to my cousin of my grandfather. You see, so we know that for a fact. The Arabs were known to memorize their lineage. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, we know there is Syriac manuscripts, non-Muslim, Syriac manuscripts, Coptic manuscripts, Greek manuscripts. They're not Muslims speaking about Prophet Muhammad backdated during his lifetime. Is that enough?
So you're saying, okay, let me say this. Before even Islam was here, yeah?
No, speak to Prophet Muhammad. No. Daniel, you're jumping around, bro. Everyone knows that. I will have a nice point discussion.
You keep on switching when I got a good point.
Who's switching? I'm off. Thank you, brother. We ask, look, we praise the Creator to guide you to the truth.
What's your great
All
grandfather's
right,
name?
brother.